let's speak to James Shield, who's a professor of French politics and modern history at Aston University. Joins us live now. James, good to have you with us. So senior political figures in France now throwing their weight behind Macron, including François Fillon and Alain Juppé. So he does look well positioned for the second round.
Yes, he looks very strong for the second round. The mechanics of the runoff are quite simple. The two finalists need to build a coalition of support beyond their initial base that will take them over the 50% line. Now, Macron looks much better placed to do that than Le Pen. He's in the centre. He's already benefiting from declarations of support from left and right, and there will be more of those over the next 2 weeks. So he can generate quite a big base of support beyond his own movement there. Marine Le Pen has a much bigger problem. She's out on the far right. Where does she go? Partly to François Fillon's base, the eliminated Conservative, partly to one or two other eliminated candidates and their support base, not least, by the way, Jean-Luc Mélenchon on the far left. She will be trying to attract as much of that support base as she can.
Is there any concern that Macron is not politically experienced, or is that the point? The voters wanted someone who, has set up his own movement, is not part of the mainstream?
I think your package said it very well. That is one of his big virtues. It may turn into a weakness, but for the moment, it's a strength. And I think the fact that it's a strength is a real indictment of the state of French politics at the moment, that we have the two big parties of government that have ruled France really almost entirely throughout the Fifth Republic, neither of them in the second round of this election. And so Macron he heralds a new era, something fresh and new. Maybe it won't come off. Maybe when he's pushed and his programme is tested, it will flake. But for the moment, this is clearly what the majority of voters yesterday wanted, and I suspect it will be what the majority of voters in the second round will want, by some margin too.
And of course, Macron is pro-Europe, so does that look as though, at this point, any prospect of France leaving the EU is now off the table?
Yes. Under a Macron presidency, it would be completely off the table. Macron is the EU's man in this election. That is clear. It's clear from the congratulations that have been coming in from Brussels. It's clear from his own statements. He's made no secret of the fact that he wants not to keep the EU as it is. He wants to deepen it and extend it. And he's saying this at a time when there is growing Euroscepticism in France. So Europe is going to be one of the big fracture lines of the next 2 weeks of the second round campaign.
James, good to speak with you. Thank you very much indeed for that. James Shield there from the Aston University here in the UK.